These entertainment rankings and reviews. Mini reviews. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Joel, the Big D to you. This is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews, and I'm here with a mini reviews vid. Today I'm going to be spotlighting two recent horror flicks I watched, and let me tell you, these were not too bad and what have you. I must say that these proved it to be wow. Just so shocking and what have you. But they were pretty frightful and what have you. So, I hope you are ready for this. If you are, then let's get this show on the road. Here are these two spectacular, horrifying, shockingly not too bad horror flicks. First off is a mini review of Late Night with the Devil. Now, this was originally released last March, but it came at the South by Southwest Film Festival and then finally released earlier this year on March 22nd, which happens to be the same day we got the other film I'm going to be talking about. The film was released by IFC Films along with several other companies, including Umbrella Entertainment and the streaming service known as Shudder. The film was written, directed, and edited by Colin and Cameron Carnes. Sorry if I mispronounced it. It stars David Dastmalchian, Laura Gordon, Ian Bliss, Faisal, Faisal Bazzi, I'm sorry for mispronouncing it, Ingrid Torelli, Reese Alteri, Georgina Haig, and Josh Quang-Tart. Now, this film incorporates elements of found footage and documentary filmmaking. It follows the events of a late night talk show episode aired on the night of Halloween in 1977, during which the host attempts to boost ratings by inviting an allegedly possessed girl onto the show. This film proved to be a decent hit as it had a little bit of a run at the box office, making 12 million, and got good reviews and what have you. Definitely. See, the prologue is framed as a documentary investigating an unexplained event that occurred on the night of Halloween 1977 during the live broadcast of a six-season episode of the successful variety late night talk show Night Owls with Jack Delroy, which of course competes for ratings with The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. Through his celebrity connections, Night Owls host Jack Delroy, who is based in New York City, makes regular visits to the Grove, and he like California camp for wealthy and powerful men. After his wife Madeline dies of cancer, the series halts production. Jack ultimately returns and, in order to boost the show's low ratings, does a special occult-themed episode on Halloween. And special guests for the episode include self-proclaimed psychic and medium Christou, skeptic and former magician Carmichael Haig, parapsychologist author June Ross Mitchell, and June's latest subject, 13-year-old Lily Diabo, who is purportedly possessed by a demonic spirit. Now, from what I've seen of Late Night with the Devil, I didn't know what to think of this, but after watching it, I thought it was a pretty good film. This is definitely one of the great horror films of this year from what I've seen so far. But I think I might have seen others. But hey, this is one I think just took the cake. I'm going to say that I have to agree with the critics in my review. This film has one of the highest ratings for any horror flick I have seen to this day on Rotten Tomatoes. At 97%, they say it delightfully dark. This film proves possession horror isn't played out and serves as an outstanding showcase for David Dastmalchian. Metacritic has a score 72. Variety commended the film's production design and technical aspects as well as that of the cast and wrote that the film's mix of vintage mid-decades showbiz cheese and exorcisty demonic doings is distinctive, not to mention deftly handled by the Carnes brothers as both writers and directors. I agree with that. There's many other good reviews on it. Many positive reviews from critics garnered praise for the performances, production design, and technical aspects, though the revelation that it utilized AI generated art in three briefly featured still images received criticism, though. That's understandable. But anyway, for our cast, I must give David Dastmalchian a credit as Jack Delroy, who, of course, was recently seen um, who was recently in The Dark Knight, the Ant-Man franchise, as well as the character Abracadabra on The Flash. And recently, we remember this guy as Polka Dot Man in the Suicide Squad. I must admit, he was exceptionally good as Jack Delroy. I was impressed. I almost didn't know that was him until I just found out. Laura Gordon plays June Ross Mitchell. She was good. Ian Bliss is Carmichael Haig. Pretty good. Faisal Bazi as Christou. Pretty good. I have to say, I do like young Ingrid Torelli as Lily Diabo. Very good. See, and there's Reese Alteri as Gus McConnell, Jack's psychic. And let's see, and we have Georgina Haig as Madeline, Jack's deceased wife, and Josh Quantard as Leo Fisk, the producer of Night Owls. I'm going to give this film credit. This had a lot of shocking stuff to offer. I like the saying and what have you. I thought it was incredible. I liked how some of the effects occurred and what have you. So overall, I thought Late Night with the Devil was not too bad. Some of it kind of was freaky and creepy though, and boy, just it kind of shocked me a little bit. But it don't scare me. It just shocked me a little bit. So I see this is a film worth looking into. I think you can find it somewhere on physical media, but I might be wrong though. But anyway, but the film's currently available to stream on Shudder and AMC Plus. For my score, I'm going to give Late Night with the Devil 4 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8.5. Next review, please. The next film I'm going to do a mini review of is Immaculate, released actually on the same day Late Night with the Devil was, back in March 22nd of this year, by Neon. Directed by Michael Mohan and written by Andrew Lovell, and starring Sydney Sweeney, who also produced the film after. And this came out a month after she appeared in, please forgive me for saying this movie's title, Man Web, along with several others. Alvaro Marte, sorry if I mispronounced these names, Benedette Porcaroli, Dora Romano, Giorgio Colangeli, and Samoa Tabasco. The plot focuses on a young novice who is invited to reside at a picturesque Italian convent, but slowly realizes its terrifying secrets that it harbors. This film also made its premiere at the South by Southwest Film Festival, but actually just a week and a half before it was released. It got mixed reviews though, but it still was a modest success, making 28 million worldwide against its $9 million budget. Anyway, it's about a young novice named Sister Cecilia who turned to Christianity at an early age after surviving drowning in a frozen lake and being declared dead for 7 minutes. She is convinced God has saved her for a purpose. So she receives an invitation from Father Sal Tedeschi to join a convent in Italy that tends to dying nuns. Well, she takes her final vows to adhere to the evangelical counsels and becomes a nun, being decorated with a rosary. However, it really takes a real twist and turn bit and what have you. But I'm really not going to give too much more of the story. I don't want to give much of the story to you because That would ruin everything. But this is really freaky and creepy and what have you. But I still liked it. It's not really one of the best horror flicks I've seen, but it really was shocking, real twisted and what have you. Anyway, when this film came out, it had the biggest opening weekend for Neon until it was more recently surpassed by Long Legs, which I'll try and talk about that when it comes to streaming soon. Anyway, the film sits at 71% on Rotten Tomatoes, saying the film in conception, if not always in execution. This religiously themed horror outing is saved by a divine performance from Sydney Sweeney. Yes, I will say Sydney Sweeney once again saves the day for this film, for a film like this and what have you. Yeah, I really liked her performance in this film. Metacritic has a score of 57, while CinemaScore gave this a mere C. And PostTrack has a 50% overall positive score. The Telegraph says that Sydney Sweeney's pregnant nun horror story takes time to deliver. Only at the very end does the film deliver, so to speak, on some of its hinted at promise. Yet its ending was really bloody and it was really shocking in the end. But I will not give that no worry on that. Thank you. The New York Times called the film a critic's pick, writing that the film is a scarefest with a plucky heroine, an irreverent hot button twist, and just enough narrative ambiguity to give viewers something to argue about. Though it did share some similar premises and a common Italian saying, this film has been dubbed as a twin film to The First Omen, which would be released the following month. But hey, that's understandable. But from what I've seen, Immaculate is really a shock fest and what have you. But it's still bloody though. I love Sydney Sweeney's performance as Cecilia. She was very good. Alvaro Morte played Father Sal Tedeschi. Dora Ramon played Mother Superior. Benedetta Porcaroli, played Sister Gwen. Giorgio Colangeli played Cardinal Franco Marola, not the, and Simone Tabasco played the Sister Mary. So the characters aren't too bad. The cast that plays them decent enough. I didn't really talk much about the music for the first movie I talked about, but Will Bates does the score, and it was fine, what have you. So I will say Immaculate was good, but I liked the first Soulman a little more than this. But Sydney Sweeney does, however, save this movie though. So Immaculate might be worth looking into if you already saw the film. The film is on physical media. It's also now available to stream on Hulu. It just now came to that service a week ago, so you can look for it on there. So overall, I thought Immaculate was a pretty good film. For my score, I give Immaculate 3.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 7.5. So there you have it. There's my mini reviews. What did you think of Late Night with the Devil and Immaculate? Have you seen either one of these films? If so, or maybe you've seen both of them. If you have, please feel free to tell me. Leave your comments in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel. Make it grow and make the views grow. Join me next time when I bring to you a review of the original version of The Longest Yard. So if you like this, check out my reviews for these other horrifying flicks, and these two are non-sploitation flicks. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the film that's considered a twin to Immaculate, and that's The First Omen, which came out a few months ago and is also now streaming on Hulu. Or go to the upper right-hand corner and see my spoiler-free review of The Nun 2 from last year in 2023. Or if you would like another Exorcist-type flick, check out my spoiler-free review of The Exorcist Believer, also from last year. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc. Then I'm your guide. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.